Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. Looks like you upgraded.
One, two. Okay, my mic's on.
Oh, can you hear me? Oh, can you
My
hear me?
audio point. Input. Yeti. Output. Oh, yep, there it is.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. For some
Oh.
reason, the output my audio was from a microphone.
Ah.
Doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
It's almost like when we do the D&D session, sometimes like the audio goes to my controller. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I got
Yep.
Milk on board with playing Go. I was like, yeah, since we do Yap all the time, we should do that for the Yap session. It's like, oh, okay. She thought this was an actual game kind of game, so I was like, nah, not for that.
It's perfect for where I'm at now. Hopefully, it's only like one more week of this, where my first round of classes will end, so I can finally get back on track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just overscheduled an accident.
Oh yeah, I've done that, where like the two classes overlap because how long one class is compared to the other. Yeah.
So, but it's been a nice. It's been very comfortable. Yeah, I made a new room because I realized that I feel like the room I had before was like way too small for people.
Yeah, it's like only one person could come in. Oh yeah, by the way,
Yeah.
I am streaming, so you know, I should probably say that.
Cool.
I'll put that for my little bubble. Streaming, just in case anyone comes in, they look at my head, they'll know.
Yeah, thankfully, at my workplace, this week I'll go in tomorrow, but then I'll be doing online training from Tuesday to Friday, so I will be probably just doing homework the entire time.
Yikes. Yeah. Right now I've been thinking, I'm like, should I finally just man up and finally do my doctorate or get my doctorate? I probably should.
Doctorate in what again? I forgot.
In psychology. I have two bachelors. I have one in psychology, is the main, the one that I like. The one that I use for my job is healthcare management.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I almost tripped, like, because of my weird schedule back when I was in college. I almost triple majored.
Triple majored?
Yeah, because I was very indecisive. That's the main reason why.
You know it's possible.
Yeah, because they made me take like a bunch of classes, right? And they're like, yeah, because since I switched from when I was overseas to when I came back stateside, they're like, you're missing this many classes, right? So I did like an extra year, right? And then I'm like, then they're like, oops, we're sorry, we actually didn't count like this other class that you took, so you could essentially like double major. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'd be mad. I'd be so pissed.
Yeah, so that happened, and they also didn't want to give me my bachelor's degree, my actual like paper degree. So, oh, you have to come and do your graduation ceremony. So I had to actually like fly over there and pick it up. But the thing is, I didn't have any money for my trip back because something they got delayed or something. So I had to do a cross-country drive from Maryland all the way to Washington. That was awful.
You had money for gas, but not enough for the plane. It's too expensive.
No, something happened with like I paid for a round trip, and they're like, oh no, you can go on the day that was supposed to be. We'll just refund you the money, but they didn't refund it to me. They refunded like someone else. So it's like, oh, it'll take like a week for you to like for us to like get that shit settled. I'm like, so am I stuck here for a week?
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's trash.
Yeah, and
like
it was bad.
I don't mind homework and stuff. It's just like specifically like math classes. Usually, like when I have to do the same equation like hundreds of times for a homework assignment, it's like I cannot. Like I just can't. I hate it, bro. It's like I know how to do this, or I've done it enough times where I'm like I don't need to memorize this. You know, I think especially nowadays, I'm like if there's a formula that we're practicing right now, I'm just gonna look it up every time I need to use it until I understand how to use it on my own. But to do an assignment where it's like, oh yeah, we have like 100 problems where you use the same formula, it's like, bro, like I have a life, like please.
Yeah, I think they should have it where like homework that's assigned right outside of work or outside of the class, right? If it cannot be feasibly done in like 30 minutes, it's not worth it. I was like, at this point, right, you just need to be a better teacher and be able to teach the students better. Like, if I'm wasting a fucking hour of your time, like, especially like in college, right? Because I'm like, I'm fucking paying you teachers. Your salary is based off the money I give you. Yet you're gonna be like, oh, here's a fuck ton of homework. Like, no, then just teach better. But yeah, that's also like the whole system is designed for that because like there's a lot of teachers that they don't want to give homework, but they're just like kind of forced to do it, which is sad. We need to fix the education system, bros. That's my main thing.
Oh.
I should tell her to jump on too. She's like, jump on and we could all be here.
Well, it's not that it makes most sense because we're in the same house. But I guess the same thing for everyone. Funny.
I mean, yeah, I mean, was it sometimes where like, was it they'll like say something, I was like, but he's right next to you though.
Yeah, it's always kind of awkward when you play like games like that.
I mean, I used to
sometimes we just play League of Legends like that too, where like we'll play with somebody, but like we're both in the same rooms. It's kind of like awkward.
I used to play with like my like I think it was like was it Destiny or I forgot what. No, it might have been Final Fantasy, where like sometimes I'll do like some kind of like raid or something, and I was like, oh, like, so, oh, would you like tell like someone this? Or I was, oh, yeah, that's my sister. So I was like, go to a different room, like, hey, yo, can you do this?
Yeah.
There's a few times where like I was playing with people like, was it like you and like, was it like pretty much my friends and stuff, right? And this one random guy be like, dude, I don't like his vibe. You should kick him from the party. I'm like, no.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, speaking of, that game comes out in like 4 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been all over my YouTube. Like they're advertising the hell out of it right now.
Really? Like I've been watching like the release trailer and whatever stuff, right? And it doesn't show up too much on mine. So like I have to actually go out and search it.
There's a Discord for it. I'm in the Discord too.
Oh, you are? I need to probably join their Discord.
Oh, I did initially because I just didn't know when it was coming out, like a couple weeks ago. So I joined the Discord to see like what I could find out. And it's a bunch of weebs talking, which is fine, but you know, it's kind of cringe.
Are they going like full weeb? Like,
yeah.
No. This one.
Like, it's like those world chat type people who like they sit in like the plaza after being like max level, and all they do is talking to world chat forever.
Which is.
And they're like super annoying.
Yeah. Which is weird.
Like
I mean,
those. Oh, you're good.
no, it's like no, in different other countries, like their servers, how they do world chat is like really different. Like in, I have to use an example for like Final Fantasy 14, the shout button. No one ever uses that because in Japan, like that's kind of like disrespectful to be like shouting for no fucking reason. So no one really uses that.
You can't even be loud online.
Yeah, no, like when you do shout, right, it turns into like a yellow text, and it's like pretty much like it like overrides like world chat to be like, oh, like how some people are like selling shit, like I'm selling this, and people are like, I don't give a fuck.
I could imagine that. I feel like it's like a staple in American MMO culture.
Yeah, American MMO culture is steeped in kind of like a lot of stupid stuff, honestly. Like especially like WoW, like they get fucking hella crazy over there.
Yeah.
If only Waffles was here, he could talk to you about WoW culture. He's in there. He's grinding his life away.
Wait, like, what's there to achieve in WoW anymore? I feel like it's been around for so long.
I mean,
like I don't know what late game even looks like now. Like I couldn't imagine.
Honestly, the graphics really hasn't changed that much, right? If they really want to go like balls to the wall, like the graphics should be like, I don't know, like these Unreal Engine 5 looking, but they don't.
Well, that's the problem. Is like I feel like that's part of the charm.
But they have WoW Classic though, so like wouldn't you just like relegate this old style graphics to WoW Classic, and then cause they have both. They have WoW Classic and normal WoW, I guess.
Hmm. That's fair.
Which is weird. It's like this for that one. Like I was never a hard like I know about WoW. I played at a friend's house a little bit before, but I'm not like hardcore into it, so I don't really know. In that respect, like, that'd be a thing that we have to get Waffles to fully explain to us.
Hmm. Yeah, I think I can't remember the last. I'm trying to think of the last like MMORPG that I like actually like played. Because when I think of MMORPGs, I think of like Fiesta Online, like Fly for Fun, and games like way back. But I feel like I kind of miss like the MMO feel, because I feel like nowadays, like with like Black Desert and like Vindictus and like Throne of Liberty, it's like I get why, because like nowadays like we're all too busy to do anything, so it's like we don't have time to like grind 8 hours fighting the same point and click mobs, and like I get it, but like I feel like that was like part of like the whole charm, like having to like, stand in front of dungeons and like wait for people and like try to like form parties and stuff. Like that was actually like kind of fun, to me anyway.
Oh
But
yeah.
nowadays, like you don't have to do that. Everything's like instance queued. So like you can stay in the same town the entire playthrough, and all you do is like instance queue every thing, and then you pick your role, and then they'll automatically give you a party and like blase, and like that's kind of what you do nowadays.
Yeah, because even in Final Fantasy 14 they do that, where you could like pretty much from wherever town you go to, you could like queue up somewhere else, right? Do something different. But at the same time, like
Yeah.
I think a lot of I never really paid too much of attention to it, but like when you sell things, you get like a discount if you sell it in certain areas, or like, and if you buy from that area, it's like it's discounted or something like that. So like people who are into the market and like make it, like pretty much they control the market and the game, right? They think differently. At one point, I think my sister, Bam, and Q from the boat, all of them were like crashing the market on like one of our servers, because or the server, just because like they were doing some kind of bidding war. I'm like, you three are fucking crazy.
It's funny, like I think everyone gets to that point with like the MMO that they're playing, where like they kind of like past like the initial ooh and ah of it, so like it becomes just kind of like a min-maxing game where it's like, alright, like how do I get the best gear without having to grind 70 hours for like a 0.5% loot drop type thing.
No, that's true. Like even in even in Destiny's like that right now, where like they're trying to incentivize people playing not solo ops because it's the fastest way. Like people always going to pick the path of least resistance.
I've definitely done favors for high level players to carry me through certain areas, because I'm like, I don't feel like, because also like side questing has always been kind of weird to me, because I'm like, first, like, my idea is like you don't have to side quest, but if you side quest you get like, East Nine and stuff like that. But nowadays, like, there's like almost no incentive to side quest. Like just do a main storyline for like 2 weeks and then you're like max level. So it's kind of like but a part of me is kind of like, I kind of wish the side quest actually had like some kind of value, of like long-term value, besides just like, well, I don't know, because like most games, like instead of like having gear, like most games have like gear that like evolve with the main character nowadays, so you don't have to like switch your gear too often.
Mm-hmm.
But side quests now, like maybe it's old like side quests, like they would give you like level related gear, like, oh, this is like the goblin zone, here's like goblin things, but like it's like immediately outclassed by your base gear.
Yeah,
so
I think just because a lot of people these days, God, I feel old saying this, was like,
yeah, TikTok brains.
It's like maybe it's like, if you think about it, right, it's like when you're playing a horror game, right, and like the game kind of tells you which way to go, right? It's like you have like shiny yellow bullshit that's like, oh yeah, if you see this yellow shiny thing, it means you go bolt over it, or you have to go in this direction. Unfortunately, Silent Hill does not do that. I get lost very often in that game. I was like, I don't know where to go.
Fair.
Yeah, Silent Hill does not fucking hold your hand to like, yeah, get screwed, get bent. I need to beat that game. Like,
Fair.
But
Isn't the game like, if you're not speedrunning it, that game can go for like 20 hours.
I put in how many hours? Like about five, at least 5 or 6 hours in that game, and I do not feel like I'm close to the. I might be close to the mid game.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
and
seen like the playthrough time. That game is pretty long.
yeah, that's what which is a good thing. I mean, like that you said it's worth my money. Like, and there's multiple endings. Every was a Silent Hill has multiple endings. There's I think about 2 or 3. Like no, they usually have 3. They have normal, bad, and like true. Sometimes normal, bad, true, and then there's also the alien ending, which every Silent Hill has. Something
Wait,
aliens. Yeah, every
what's it?
it's a
What's
joke
it
ending.
contingent on? Oh, like what's like it? Sorry, what's the ending like contingent on? Like what do you have to do? Is it items you pick up or something or?
Yeah, it's like either items that you pick up or like things that choices that you make. Like sometimes like they'll do something where like I forgot what the other ones, right? You have to go to like essentially you do another side story, and if you don't do that, or not side story, side mission, right? If you never do it, then that ending never opens up for you. So usually you figure it out on your second playthrough, like, oh, I never went this way before.
I honestly don't like multiple endings because then like when I play a game, I usually play it on the hardest setting, and then when I beat it, I'm like done with it. Like I don't want to go back and play it again. Like I'm done. It's like I'll play Kingdom Hearts on proud mode one time. I'll beat it one time, and I'm like, okay, I beat the game at the like hardest difficulty. Like I'm good. But I don't want to replay it again. Like that's not a fun game. Like I'm like done with it though, you know.
For me, it depends
Unless
on.
it's a roguelike. Yeah.
For me, it depends on like the game. Like if it was on Kingdom Hearts 2, I think I replayed or 1 and 2. I played that game like multiple times. Like.
Really? I couldn't.
Trying to think about other games. I think I mean, of course, as you get older, it's hard to like, invest that much time to do it multiple times, right? But like, the reason why Silent Hill right now is long is because I'm doing all the puzzles for the first time. I don't know where I'm going. I'm pretty sure the second time I could probably beat that thing in like 6 hours.
I will say, I think when it comes to horror games, like puzzles always throw me for a loop. Cause like I remember one time like I heard about Tomb Raider for like a while, and this is a while ago. But I was like, oh, I want to play Tomb Raider, and I played it. I'm like, bro, there are so many puzzles in this game. Oh, it feels like a puzzle platformer.
Have you played Uncharted?
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah. The reason at first I was playing it, then later on, right, I had to get my little sister to play it, and then she played all the what was it, Uncharted's. But it was I think the first game there was a puzzle that I could not figure out for the life of me, and my sister at the time she was like, I don't know, like she might have been like 11 or something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
I don't remember. So remember I rented this game, and like at the time Uncharted 1 was old. So I had her do the puzzle and she completed it, right? I was like, oh, okay. So then it got really bad, and like Uncharted 2, there was a puzzle that he had to like shine the light of a mirror to have it reflect off of something and whatever. I'm like, dude, I don't fucking understand this. My sister's like, oh, just move this here, here, here. I'm like, oh, okay. Young people get it. I don't fucking get it.
That's why like Resident Evil throws me off every single time because I'm like, bro, like I am fighting zombies and I'm getting terrorized by a stalker. I don't have time to like rotate this fucking image to get the silhouette correct in the shadow. Okay.
Dude, what was confusing me about the Resident Evil games, right? Especially Resident Evil, right? Like Silent Hill is like a unnatural. You're in another like hell kind of universe, right? So
It's like purgatory.
yeah, right. So at least I get it with that. But for like Resident Evil, right? Like you're trying to go, like you're in a mansion and you want to go to like the next room. You have to go to the piano, play this one sonata perfectly,
Yeah, I'm like,
and
bro,
rotate a key. It's like
building this bullshit.
yeah, it's like, dude, how the like you can't even fucking use a restroom in your own house without like doing a fucking puzzle. I'm like, dude, I would piss myself. It would not
Also,
be good.
I'm like, who locked all these doors? Like, why is every door fucking locked? Like, because my thing is, like, there's like, from a gameplay standpoint, I'm like, why put these doors in the game if literally 80% of them are never to be opened? Like, it's like, that shit is so annoying. Like, it's like it's like funny in a horror game way, but it's like super annoying.
Or like you have like a room you try to go to, right? It has a box, a single box that you cannot vault over. You're like, it's just one fucking box. I could jump over this shit. It's like, nah, I can't go to this whole hallway. It's like,
especially when it's like Leon Kennedy. I'm like, bro, this dude's he does backflips for no reason. I'm like, you tell me he can't get past this right now?
Or if it's was it like Chris Redfield? This man punches boulders. Like you really expect?
Yeah,
like...
I'm like, you're telling me he can't. Oh man. Also, another thing that grinds my gears. I hate protecting characters, like weak characters for certain segments of game. Oh my gosh, yeah, like that shit makes me so mad.
I mean, I'll give Capcom their credit, right? When they did a remake of Resident Evil, the one with Leon, was it 4? With Los Plagas? Yeah, right. The girl, they actually made her AI a tiny bit better in the remake compared to what it used to be. Before, it used to be trash. She at least moves out of the way for shit now, somewhat.
Yeah. But then I guess on the flip note, there's like The Last of Us where like Ellie would like literally like be touching the to be like fist bumping the bad guys and like they don't see her or they can't like hit her or something. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on here?
Yeah, the AI, they understand it. Like, dude, if we just pretend that we don't see this girl, maybe she'll leave us alone. This little Wolverine rabid monster.
Also, I say that, and also like I'm the first one to like exploit. Like, if for some reason like my AI companion has like infinite ammo, I'll like let them like take care of like half the bad guys.
Man, the ultimate weapon in the first Last of Us, right? Man, every time I picked up a brick, I'm like, oh hell yeah, it's go time.
Yeah.
I think at one point I destroyed almost like everyone without like even using bullets. I just like pick up like bricks. I'm like, oh, it's brick time now.
Yeah, I also have a bad habit of like never using consumables to enhance my strength in any way, in case I need it later. And then it's like I finished the final boss, I have just a shit ton of consumables I never used because I was too scared to use them.
You're that type that like you save elixirs until like the
yeah. I'm like, I'm sure this will be useful later, and it's like way later, and I'm like, I never use these.
That's like me and Silent Hill, right? I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and not attack people and not use my consumables, and then the enemy just like bum rush me and mess me up. I was like, okay, never mind, I gotta use these consumables.
It's funny because like
they give you a lot. They give you a lot in that game, especially on like normal story mode.
Yeah, I'm the first one to complain that a game is too hard, and I'm also the first one to like never use anything the game gives me because I'm too scared to like. I'm too scared to use it.
I have a thing where I hate selling items to like a vendor because I'm like, what happens if I need it?
Yeah, like I might use it later. I don't know. Like, who knows?
Anyone who's ever played, I think it was like Final Fantasy 3, they know the struggle where like the first armor you get, it's like I think it's the like I forgot what the hell is it called. I'm not sure if it's just called the onion armor, but like it's like normal whatever starter gear, right? Level 1. Somewhere at the end game you could actually upgrade it, and that's the ultimate armor you could get. Yeah, so after that I've been traumatized, so I never want to sell any items.
How do you feel about games where like there's no like real class? It's kind of like how you build your character. Like, do you prefer like that type of dynamic class setting, or do you prefer just have like a set like, class at the beginning?
I mean, it depends on if it has like a multiplayer thing, right? I would rather have it where it has like a side class because I think a lot of people are kind of dumb, so like they would like build their class like in a weird ass way where like it doesn't do anything. So it's
you're
like
assassin healer. Okay, buddy.
Oh, not even. It's like you're like I'm an assassin healer tank, so you can't do anything.
Yeah, man, you suck at everything.
Yeah, so I would rather have it where like it's like if you pick a class like, oh, it's tank, right? They give you a bunch of tank stuff, and if you want to be like a attack tank, yeah, you could be a healer tank, but not like not all three. Like you need to pick a role.
I think so too. I'm like, you gotta like that's the problem. Like, I feel like the reason like we need to build like we need to build community, and we cannot do that if everyone can do everything. Like we need we need people to specialize in things, so we have to work together. Like we're forced to work together. That's the
Yeah,
fun.
because I mean, everyone usually wants to pick DPS, right? But like, if everyone's a DPS, right, then yeah, you could do a lot of damage. But if an enemy hits you really hard, you're done.
Yeah, I went through the whole like gamer cycle, but good thing I started young because like when I first started playing games, I was like, hell yeah, assassin ninja, hell yeah, buddy. And I got older and I was like, DPS is like fun, but like it doesn't really do anything. Like it's everyone can do DPS. Like you're not like special. You know what I mean? So then I was like, well, the next best thing is like tanks, because like I feel like tanks were like an issue at the time, and I was like, let me just like play tank. I know like how to play it. Let me hold it down. I did that for a while. I'm like, this shit is boring, bro. I can't stand playing tank. And then I was like, what do supports do? I've never touched a support in my life. Yeah, I just kind of like played like a generic like healer, and I was like, yo, everyone's like super nice to me. I'm always useful. Like, when you have to use your utility correctly, like you can like completely control a fight and stuff. And I'm like, yo, being support's kind of goated. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that's if you're good, because soon, like, I'm not like, I mean, you probably did it before, right? When you did like hard raids and stuff, right? If you,
It's stressful.
yeah, if you fuck up as the healer, right? I mean, first of all, if you fuck up as a tank, right? They know it's you. They're like, oh, I'm getting
Yeah,
hit by the monster because it's you. You trash, right?
you
Or
suck.
yeah, or if anyone dies, right? The healer, like, why the fuck didn't you heal, healer? That's your only fucking
Like,
job.
yeah, you look over there. Look at the AOE. It's right there. You move.
Yep. And but if you're the DPS, right? Since DPSs are kind of dumb, so like, even if you die, it's like, okay, as long as all of them don't die, we're fine. Like, no one cares about the DPS. That's why you could be
Honestly,
trash.
you can even get to the point as like a healer or a tank where you out DPS a DPS. It happens all the time.
Yeah,
Because I don't know,
because
like yeah, DPS are just
yeah, the tank and healer could out DPS the DPS if they just survive, right? They know the mechanics and they survive, right? Because there's like
yeah.
there's I was in a raid before and the DPS was getting, or not DPS, the tank was getting pissed and saying like at one point he tried to come after me like, oh, I'm out DPSing you. I'm like, no, you're not, bitch. Like, I have really good gear and I know my rotation. I never died. Tank bro, you didn't do your mitigations correctly and you died. If you would like, I could change the tank and I'll take your position. And he got really pissed and he left. I was like, yeah, dude, I know how to play every class. So I was like, get out of my face with that shit.
Yeah, honestly, I love the like failed raid post debrief.
Yeah,
Like,
it's bad.
everyone's like, that's funny.
Dude, the best one is like Bam will tell you, like, sometimes we'll be like, when you used to hardcore raid, in the chat he'll be like, oh yeah, everyone, we could do it, work hard, let's work together. He plays healer, and in actual voice chat with me, he'd be like, man, fuck these losers. Like, they're fucking trash.
Yeah, our goal is to do as much damage as we can while they're alive, because they won't stay alive for long. Also, like, I'm also kind of person like if you mess up one time and get like one shot because of the boss move, that's fine. It happens all the time. If that happens more than 3 times in the same in a consecutive raids or in the same raid, I'm not reviving you up until we get past that part because you're wasting my time. Like, it's like, let me revive someone who's actually matters right now because you do not matter.
Oh yeah, I mean, I revive them, right? But they're on my, like, the last of my list, where like if like 4 people go down,
Yeah,
the
you're
guy
right.
that constantly dies he'll be revived last, because like he's of
Yeah,
no
I'll think about
consequences.
reviving.
I hate it when, like, if what's it, like, sometimes like, no, certain raid mechanics where like the stack up, or not stack up, like there's like a AOE on each of the different players, right? You have to like kind of separate.
Oh yeah.
I run away, right? I'm a squishy DPS, right? So I run away, and then like the healer and tank shit, they just run towards me. I'm like, no, please don't overlap it on me. And they both do. I'm like, then the healer, you could tell he's like, I'm not gonna revive. I'm like, okay, don't revive me, even though I am the best DPS here. Okay, cool. Then they die and like, oh, we could have done more. We didn't have enough DPS. Like, yeah, you can let me stay dead. You don't, like
Also,
okay.
especially like if we've done the same raid or instance dungeon more than 6 times and you get killed by the same move
Yeah,
every
that's
time.
that's
Yeah, it's like, okay,
mm.
like, do we need to talk about this? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, like if it's like your first like you first
Yeah, if it's your
do,
first like even your first like 5 times, like okay, I'll give you that.
or if you do like a
But
like
after that,
super hard
yeah,
raid and it's like okay, let's go into it blind, then yeah, cool, die as many times as
yeah,
you
we're gonna
need.
get wipes almost guaranteed.
But yeah, it's kind of goofy when the person makes the same mistake. Like if the let's say if the mechanic is super complicated, maybe I'll give them some leniency. If it's like don't stack on each other and you don't and no you stack, then yeah I'm good. Yeah, then you're so, just get mad at that dude.
Or it'll be like, the boss is charging his one hit attack, and you're like, he's still attacking, I guess, to get most DPS, but then like he just does his attack that he charged to do, and then you die. It's like, what part of like where did you like? I don't understand. Like he charged the move.
Yeah, I see it even in Monster Hunter where like the boss is like he going sicko mode, right? And he's like wilding out, and then instead of just like backing away and then healing, everyone's like, no, I need to do the most DPS, and they're just on the boss, and the boss just wipes 3 of them in one go, and then the mission or ends. You're like,
You
damn.
don't have to do this.
Yeah. And
Not
I
bad.
think in Monster Hunter I play like no longsword or like of course, no, the Asian in me has to play longsword, right? It's part of my culture. But yeah, I don't die that often. People think like, oh yeah, he's gonna be squishy. And the sad realization is like, if I'm a longsword player and I see like people join my lobby as 3 other longswords, I get worried. I'm like, we're gonna fucking die.
I deal with the ego thing where it's like, yeah, there's like more than one healer. It's like, I'm the I'm the only one that matters.
It's like I am the best.
Like I know I'm pretty good. Um, I think the only thing with like MMOs, like I always want to, like I wish it was more skill focused. Like I do think that like there is a point where like skill like when it comes to like PvP and stuff like that, like or like hard raids, like skill does matter, but you especially when like in the PvP environment, like I hate losing to whales, but like instead or on the unemployed, I guess, because like it's I'll be like top level like PvP like just based on like skill and like I'm a free to play player. I don't usually pay for MMOs too much or anything like that.
Mm.
But then you get to a point where like you're max level, you got great armor, but you be getting like one shot somehow. And you're like, yo, what are you wearing? Like there's no way. This shit is
Yeah,
annoying. And then you just kind of just get like capped.
yeah, that's like in definitely like it feels even more so in like the gacha games. Like I used to be in a guild in this one gacha game, and when when you're like a giga well and you can like get every character right, you have more options, right? Like if you're a
Yeah.
free to play, you only have like you have to like look
Yeah, you get
advance
what
into what
you
the meta is. What like what I do is I look at the meta, find out what the meta is, the characters I like, see if they fit in the meta. If they're like trash tier, then I just be like, okay, I'm not gonna be able to fight in the meta, right? But if they're pretty meta tier 2 or the people I like, I'm like, okay, I can only pick one team, and this one team, I have to specifically go after this other one team because that's all I can afford. Like, is
Yeah.
what I do. So, but yeah, when you get just stomped by a well who just has every fucking character and he just rotates his characters and just like mess you up, you're like, oh.
Yeah, dear God. Like how are you playing the same game?
Yeah, but that was like no, rest in peace, War of the Visions. That game ended of service, and I think it's going on in Japan still. But I'm still salty about it.
What happened?
This one game called War of the Visions. It EOS'd in America, or in global servers, but it's still going on in Japan because global was just not making a lot of money.
Fair.
Which is not like because like the whole gacha thing is more like a mostly Asian countries, right? They're like used to gacha shit. America's not, especially America.
Even though we are addicted to gambling.
Yeah, they just don't like gambling for pixels.
I will say that I do think gacha culture is definitely really um, getting really normalized in America.
That's because of
Like,
loot boxes.
yeah, I think we have loot boxes, but now I think a lot of Asian, what am I saying? Yeah, Eastern games, I guess. They're coming to the US now.
Yeah,
I think
like
with like, yeah,
Star
I think
Rail
that,
and Genshin.
yeah, Hoyoverse and like Zenless Zone Zero. Now like you know, games like this are coming, like large scale MMOs, I guess. Like I think we're slowly getting the normalized in the gacha community. It's not like, but even I feel it where I know when I first saw like auto battler gacha like all this stuff, I'm like, ugh, this leaves like a bad taste in my mouth, you know.
Hmm.
But then I'm like, well, you know what? I think in like Korean culture or whatever culture, like that's very normal for them. Like they have a great time too, and usually like the games look fantastic. So like maybe it's just a different kind of MMO experience.
Yeah, it's kind of like that's the reason why I got into like I think it was I was on we're still on the boat, right? I got into FGO, right, or Fate Grand Order. It's almost like, oh yeah, let's start doing this, right? So I played a little bit. I was like, I don't get it. Then as time went on, and so there was a time where, like I was on the boat. I put a lot of money into the fucking stupid gacha, right? I was like, then I'm like, oh man, I came to the realization I need to fucking chill. Then so I stopped. Then since I just log in before I used to log in like just every day, just out of habit. Now I have so much stuff saved up where like if I just want to get a character, even if it's full pity, I'm like, yeah, I could get like 8 characters that way since I saved up so much over the years. That part is kind of a nice feeling, but if you're starting out, I was like, ooh, that'd be rough. Even though they do a lot of stuff these days where they try to make it more like newbie friendly these days. Those who know, know.
Yeah, as a free player, in basically every game I play, I think the most I've ever played for in a game, like cumulatively, is probably League of Legends. Like, so I haven't played a game for like, well, these guys don't play the game that much anymore, but before I played a game for like decades, and like I think my main account basically has almost every skin at some point, based on free events and like all kinds of stuff. But when I was younger and dumber, like I would buy skins for characters I liked, obviously.
I mean, I think it was I mean I do it as I get older too. Where sometimes I'm just like, oh, if I like the character, right? Like it's depends on if you have the disposable income. If you're like living paycheck to paycheck, don't be doing that shit in the first place.
That's true.
But if you're able to like know, like oh, like I like the character, I play this game a lot,
Yeah.
then that's fine. Because like I spend money on stupider shit before. Like I bought things where I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna need this, and I bought the wrong one, and then I got sad.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the difference between I think a USB splitter and adapter was. I got the wrong one.
Now I will say though, there is a certain level of flex when someone's playing at like the highest level and they use the base skin for a character. There's like a certain kind of like power they have, and it's really cool. It's like max aura.
Yeah, like when it's almost like when you're playing, like not how like a lot of games like MMO stuff, you could like, what's that do? Transmog, where you could get like your high level gear, but make it look like level 1 gear. When you're doing PvP and you get messed up by a guy with what looks like level 1 gear, you're like, damn.
Yeah, it's kind of, or yeah, people, yeah, I don't know, yeah, people who don't look flashy at all, but can 100% kick her ass. Like it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's almost like when you have that one character in like in an anime, right, where he's like, you have the other people with like no super like the anime style hair, but this one dude just like kind of like was it like Schwartz on, he looked like he's like a beach bum, and he just goes and tears up everyone. You're like, god damn.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of a flex. Well, it's 100% a flex, but I think it's kind of flex that like honestly, I might. I don't know. I kind of like it. I feel like I'm slowly getting into that point where I'm like, you know what? Skins are for the weak. Like, if I get a free skin, great. If I don't, you know what? That's okay.
Yeah, but I mean,
but
the
also,
true,
like, I
true
realized
end game is, fashion. We all know that, right?
that's true.
Yeah, if your fashion game ain't on point, are you really playing the end game?
I remember for a while, like, I couldn't play gender locked classes like in games that are made like that because like I hated. I was like, I'm not a girl, so I can't play girl characters. Like that's just how like it wasn't even like a insecure thing. It was just like I'm a guy, so I can play guy characters, and even the characters that weren't like African American or black or whatever, I was like, I can't play these characters either. So I played like even when I played League, I think the characters I played were like Echo, Lucian, Karma. She's like Asian. And like someone else, because I was like, I can only play characters that look like me, and like Nocturne, because these, I guess. And then like, And I don't know, like for a while, like yeah, I was like, it just doesn't feel right to play characters that don't look like me. And then, and I think I was playing like Five or Fiesta Online. And like, I was real like homies with like a person with like was presumably female.
Mhm.
And then they were like, "Oh yeah, like yeah, do you like my character? It's cute. Like as a guy, it's kind of cool to play. It's kind of cool to like the argument was like, would you rather play if you're gonna play a game for a long time? Would you rather play a female to look at or play a man to look at? I'm like, well, when you put it like that, I guess I want to look at a cute female while I play this game. So I guess that kind of makes sense.
I mean, for me, where like the reason why like I kind of like went back and forth in like Final Fantasy, where you could use a what you call it I
You can
forgot
change
the,
your gender.
yeah, you could change it whenever you want, right? Like I think nowadays like every like expand not when it's expansion like every patch they give you like if you go to this one area you get it for free. But usually you have to pay money for it, but you could get it for free if you just wait one patch. But like yeah, I sometimes switch back and forth just because I'm like if I find a like cool looking clothes, I'm like oh wow this is something cool, right? Like it kind of looks better on a girl. Then I just make it into a girl
I
character.
agree. There's some armor sets and some classes that I'm like honestly, like being a female support, like not trying to say gender norms or anything like that. Like they just have cuter like clothes. Like their robes look cuter, the staff looks cuter. Like being a male healer looks kind of kind of weird sometimes.
And it's like it depends on what their weapon is like if they have like just like a healing staff or like if you get some cool robes and stuff, yeah, you could pull off a guy healer. But it's like usually they no the developer stuff they make it like really cute looking, and you're like,
Yeah, and
it's a
I'm like
girl.
sometimes this is the girl looks kind of cute. Like
Yeah, it's all about the aesthetics. Like, I mean, going into the art kind of story about that, right? There's this one girl that I used to know, and when I was in mainland Japan, right? And she likes art and all that, so I was like, okay, cool. And she was showing me this one art of a like, you know what BL is, right? Boys Love.
yeah, boys love it. Yeah.
Yeah. So she showed me this one comic with that, and the art was really fucking phenomenal, right? I was like, who's this artist, right? Like, oh yeah, this one. It's a lady who does like a lot of like BL stuff, but she also does like mainstream things too. I got her art book. It has a little bit of BL stuff in it, but just her art is good. So I'm like, I don't care. Like, the art is good. It's good.
That's true. And I think that's also another thing too. Like as I got into more like aesthetics and just like what makes things look good in X Y Z. It's like you know what, at the end of the day, we all just get things that look good. Like
Hmm.
also I don't understand why it's like such a conversation being like oh Marvel Rivals is like they're only like the game is only successful because like all the female characters look so good. I'm like yeah, like
Good. That's a
obviously
good thing.
yeah like.
And
Oh, it sounds like
it's not just good looking,
yeah.
right? They also look cool, right? Like, yeah, you can make it like they make them all look like super beautiful like that, right? But they want a cool like I think girls are the same way as guys, right? If you're gonna play a character, you would play your same gender, whatever, right? You want to play a cool version of it. That's why what's the
Yeah,
one game that did really bad? Concord. Why the
yeah,
fuck are you
because
gonna play a ugly version of a character, right? Like, nah, I'm just gonna play like the cooler one.
it's more realistic. I'm like, if I'm playing a video game,
Yeah.
realism isn't on the top of my list of things I care about.
I mean, low key,
um,
that's the reason why I can't play like 2K and like just sports games anymore.
yeah, I'm like,
Dude,
bro,
I
I want to
can't.
play a video game. I want to
Yeah,
play Dynasty Warriors and get out my Chinese romance on. Okay?
yeah, like I want to be able to kill 1 million people in a sitting. Okay, like
Yeah, with like a fan.
yeah,
Like that's what I want to do.
I want to play Lu Bu for like the 30th time and just go on a killing spree. Okay, like
Yeah,
can't do
that's
that.
because like my thing, because like it's like the escapism. It's like I want to play a video game because it's like something so different than the norm of my life. That's what makes me. That's what gets me into it. It's like it's just so I have to pay attention because it's so different, you know.
Yeah, and
And
that's
you can make. And if you're playing a simulation game, that's a bit different, I guess. Like you're playing it specifically
oh
for that
yeah.
reason, like cool. But for the majority of games that aren't like that, it's like yeah, like I don't need it to look like you know what I mean. Like it's fine.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, a good example, right, going from like escapism, right? It's like that's the reason why like at one point the most popular genre in anime and comics, light novels as well, was isekai, because
Yeah.
trapped in another world with like, you're trapped in another world and you're super fucking strong and super cool and everything that you feel like you're lacking in reality, you have it. Escapism to the max, but like that's why people liked it.
And also, the harm is completely necessary to the story.
Exactly. I honestly like was it because of like so many like random harem main character like guy main characters. When you see one was like the female was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a harem. I'm like, good for you, girl. You go, girl. You get
I
your
think
mans.
what's funny too, it's like because like the main character is normally a self-insert for people. He's got like no personality, like no redeeming, like there's no charm
Kirito.
innately with the
Kirito.
character. Yeah, it's just like he's literally just a blank slate that he's like. um, and it just kind of like makes it funny because like, or what makes it like sad is kind of like, I hope guys, I know they do, but don't think they can be completely like non-interesting and then bring nothing to the table and expect to get like a harm's worth of women. I'm like, this is not that's not how it's gonna work. Okay.
Yeah, that is 100% true. Like, that's why I couldn't, like, I know people love Kirito, right? There's some people, oh, he's so, I'm like, dude, even from
I
back
can't even
then,
remember anything about him.
yes, he's that boring. Like, you're
Yeah,
not
I
wrong.
really don't remember like his motives. Like, I just know that like he's got an issue in front of him, so he solves the issue. Like, that's all I know about Kirito.
Dude, he was like the most, like, that's why I could not, with, like, the art of the show was nice, right? Don't get me wrong, the art of the show was great, especially season 1. Season 1, part 1, great, right?
Yeah,
But the main character was like the most boring milquetoast character ever, right? That's why I liked Log Horizon. Each of the characters, like, they felt like, you know, they had their own specific motivations. Like, you would love the main character. He's like a support character. So like, and he knew like, yeah, I can't fight people on my own. I have to have strong allies to support to be a support character. And I think
yeah,
this also makes sense where like there is a harem protagonist in Log Horizon, but he's not the main character. He's like a side character. Kirito should have been a side character.
yeah. Honestly, I thought in the beginning, I thought the red-haired Lancer guy was more interesting.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember his name, but because he had like no screen time. But, like, I thought like he just was like some more interesting character to watch.
Yeah,
Honestly, everyone except Kirito was like more interesting to watch.
yeah, I mean, I thought he was gonna be like, you know, like the Kirito's right hand man, but then he just
they
disappeared.
really like threw him away. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna join a guild now. He's like, all right, cool. And then like like 2 seasons later, it's like, hey, how's it going, man? I'm like, bro, where have you been?
Or that one black guy who's the blacksmith, right? I thought he was gonna be like, oh, he's a little bit different, a black man in Japan, right? I was like, okay,
Yeah,
what are you
bro.
gonna do
Like,
with
there
him?
was so many more. Like, everyone was just more interesting. And then we had to watch Kirito. Just like, I don't remember anything about him. Like, I do not remember his goals in life or like his missions or like his. All I knew was that like him and his sister almost had like had a thing, which was odd.
Yeah,
Which wasn't his fault necessarily because she came out of him and he didn't know.
I know, but still, like,
It's still weird, though.
I mean, okay, I said, I wouldn't even say low key anymore, but like to me, like being like not half Japanese, whatever, like that's still does. I think that's fucking weird. We're like, why does the character have to be your cousin? Or was it? I think the Kirito and the other girl that's his cousin or something like that, right?
Oh yeah,
I don't
the
remember.
Black-haired, the bob cut girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
I don't know.
I just thought it was so fucking weird.
I don't know. Like I know it's a culture difference, and I get it. But
Dude,
also,
I'm part of that culture, and I think it's fucking weird. I'm like,
yeah,
what
it's
the
just like,
fuck?
why do we have to do this in every fucking like? The biggest thing for me is lollies, bro. I'm like, can we stop with the lollies, bro? Because like, and I'm not even gonna be like, you know, how could you be attracted to? I'm like, look, have you seen the Dragon Maid? Kind of a casual slice of life
Oh,
one?
dude.
I'm like, that is
man.
like that's criminal, bro. You cannot, because like now you're just making people confused. Like that's not.
I think the thing that I think is criminal is like if the little kid character didn't exist, right?
Yeah.
the show would be just kind of like slice of life normal for the most
It'd
part,
be
right?
exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like,
If anything, it would be kind of people could actually say, "Oh, I watched it," and it'd be like people are like, "Oh, okay," because the two opening songs are actually good. I was like, "Oh, I like the opening." Then you see the little kid. I'm like, "Fuck, man," you know what I
yeah,
mean?
no. She's like a 1 million-year-old dragon. I'm like, man, shut up.
That's
You
weird.
know
It's
that I
still
know
weird.
that you know. Um, I don't know because I'm like, especially with stuff like that where it's like, well, no, it's canonically, which is true, but like we all know. Stop,
Like
stop it.
let me put it this way, like the remember you watched Edge Runners, right? The Cyberpunk Edge Runners.
I know a lot about it. I actually didn't finish it, but I know what you're talking about.
But the lolly looking character, right?
Like Rebecca,
Yeah, like to
which
me,
I
I
think
think
she looks like a
she
petite woman, but I
yeah,
think
that's what
there's
I'm
a
saying.
clear
She's
difference.
yeah, that's I
Yeah.
think she's fine, right? Because like realistically, I've being in Japan, right? Like I had a friend who his mom, I thought the mom looked very young, and she is like I think older than my mom. I was like, what in the hell? But she looks very young, right? So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, no, with that kind of stuff, I'll give that. But like people who are like, no, I want the character to actually be young. You're weird. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like that. That one anime where the kid dies a bunch because he got cursed by the witch or whatever. I forgot what it's called. When everyone's like, oh yeah, Rim and Ram. Like Ram is like the
Oh,
waifu. I'm like, bro,
oh,
stop.
ReZero.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, like because I'm like, like it's if I ever have to like, if I even have to wonder how old a character is, they're too young in general. Like,
Like I get it if they're saying like, oh, I think that the main character should like Rem because you know she is like I think she has more personality than the main heroine. I get that argument, right? I was like, yeah, I agree. The other main character girl is to me is fucking boring as sin. But at the same time, right, to be like, oh, that's the girl. I'm like, that's weird.
yeah,
Can't you
stop
like
it.
an adult?
Yes.
Like, can't you like
Yeah,
in Fairy Tale Erza? Like Erza, I think is a great character. That's waifu material, and she's not, we know that she's not a child. She's an
yes,
adult.
she's a grown woman.
Yeah. I mean, but it's also the same weirdos who like I think wasn't like a kid character in Fairy Tale, and some people are like, oh my god, that I'm like that's weird.
Oh, the blue haired whatever chick, the also dragon woman, the healing one, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's
yeah, I
weird
was like,
when
can
people say
we
that.
not like be weirdos, please? Like, because my thing is like, I know I know they know it's weird. I know it. So I'm like, it's not even like, it's just a weird conversation to have. Because I'm like, because a part of me is like, well, look, this would be less of an issue if people stopped buying the content, right? So it's like, if it didn't sell, people wouldn't do it. But obviously, it sells a lot, so people can do it a lot. And I'm like,
Or
well,
not just
like,
that, right? Like if like when you have a multitude of characters, right? And like let's say the lolly character is like not the most like you know what I mean? Like
something, yeah, not the main side.
right. So then no, that doesn't really it isn't at that point it's kind of muddled, it doesn't really matter. But like when people are like, yeah, I want more of just the lolly character, then you're just like, the fuck?
Stop it.
Yeah, just stop. Michael Jordan comes out.
It's enough. Stop it. No, for real. It's like, bro, please. And also, like at the also like, Plan D is like, look, if that's your thing, just keep it to yourself in like your Reddit forums. Like, cause like as soon as you like openly admit that as like, oh yeah, these are like my favorite like top tier waifus and they're all lollies, like, hey, you've
Yeah.
altered our relationship in a way that we can't recover. Like, I wish you had just kept it to yourself.
Yeah, like I 100% understand that. Like even in Fate Grand Order, right? There's like some characters that are lolly characters, and when you see someone's like lineup of all the characters they put up, it's all that kind of character. You're just like,
Hey, same thing with like also that's why he shows like My Hero Academia is kind of tricky because like
Dude,
though I see
I
some
don't
characters, oh,
understand
this is a
people.
waifu character. I'm like, hey,
Dude, I don't understand people who sexualize the characters, right? I'm like, they're just fucking like art, right? So I was like, why are you like thinking about that? Like, I get it if you're like, I hope Deku marries the other Gravity girl because no, they're cute
yeah,
together.
okay, yeah, like I like romance too,
Yeah,
but
right.
there's a
Yeah, people make it weird.
yeah, what was the girl's name? I think it was like Yayarozu, the one that can like she can like morph stuff out of her body or whatever. Um, because
Oh yeah,
because yeah, then I gotta blame like the author also because I'm like, you can't give a character like this is hey, bro.
yeah. I mean, but sometimes where like I would say, I mean, not in her case. I think that's kind of blatant, right? But I think there's some characters that people do make, right? They're like, oh yeah, they make it kind of innocently. Then they're like, I mean, a good example is like the main cast of Freerun, right? The Journey of Freerun.
Oh, the purple hair girl.
Yeah, like her. I mean, I'm pretty sure she's like her and Stark are like teenagers now, right? Or the
Yeah,
fact
yeah.
that like they're like, like sometimes I think that gets kind of like weird when people are like, yeah, I'm thinking about. I'm like, that's creepy,
Yeah,
bro.
dude, don't. Again, keep it to yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
that'd be the best if people did that, right? Because like if ah, it's always a weird tricky thing, right? Like because sometimes you do like when you're making a cast of characters, right? Like One Piece, for example, we forgot the ages of all the characters because no, it's never a big deal, right? They were kind
yeah,
of young in the beginning.
yeah, that's true.
Right? But no one ever thought about it because One Piece is so fucking wacky and wild. You don't think about, oh, Nami's like this age. You'd be like, okay, no, Nami just always fucking trying to like steal money from everyone. Like, what the fuck?
Also, there are plenty of other characters that were wrong that we can worry about,
Yeah.
like Robin.
Oh yeah, Robin. Like, think of Robin. And, actually, no, wasn't Robin the like one of the oldest? So she's like, I was
Yeah,
like,
she's
dude,
like she's like notably older than most of the people in the
I was
show.
like, bro, I mean, I feel her situation where like when I was in the military, like people who were like way younger than me were there. I'm like, oh, like, you know what I mean? So like, I get it. Where like I think at one point like, hey man, let's go to this one bar and go drinking until like no, it's like 5 o'clock. I'm like, bro, I can't. I'm too old for that shit, man. I'm gonna die.
That's weird.
Yeah, like I can't drink like that. So every once in a while,
Yeah.
they'd be like, ooh, or that one time, Freytag's up, was it on the roof, right, with us? Let's go look at the fireworks. I don't give a fuck. If Freytag's there.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Don't be late for duty. Okay. Um. Yeah, cause let's see what else.
Yeah, definitely that one. The
I had a,
character stuff. It is definitely a conversation where like it is weird when you know.
yeah, like just don't do this to us, okay? Just don't mention.
Yeah, like I like my like art as like any other person, but when people like just like, oh yeah, this one like no, and they start saying weird shit, you're like, bro, don't fuck it up for me, man.
No, like, you guys like don't. Yeah, I don't know. Also, like people who can openly just say stuff like that and not be embarrassed. I'm like, I don't know what kind of like
Oh,
confidence that you built,
speaking of
but
that, right? That makes me people who say like, what's your favorite show, right? Um, redo of Healer or Goblin Slayer. When you say that, I'm like,
I'm like, yeah, don't. You, what have you done?
yeah, I'm like, if someone asks me what my favorite show is, right, I'll say something a little bit more fucking. I mean, right now, right, one of my favorites. I like Dun Dun Dun. Like, I just like the music and kind of like the
Yeah,
whole, the
yeah,
weird
it's so
vibe.
cool.
And I also like Gachiakto, right? Because I like the author's art style. It's very
I've known
much like
about art
in the
style for years. It's so cool.
it's because she's the protege of the Soul Eater person, so I was like, oh okay.
Yeah,
But like stuff like that. But if you're saying stuff like, oh I like Goblin Slayer, or I like the creepy scenes in Berserk, right? You're like, come on, man. I think
yeah. I
maybe
remember.
Berserk is a little bit less creepy compared to the other ones, but
I think one of the first animes I watched, I actually had to just turn off because I was like, this is too much. Like, back in the day, because back in the day I was watching like High School of the Dead and stuff like that. Like I went through the normal anime thing for young men,
oh yeah, I
and like,
mean,
so I get it, but I remember I was older and I got to watch anime in a while. So I was kind of just like seeing what was going on and like everything was like isekai. So I was like, let me just see like what these isekais are about. And like there was one where that was basically about like it's like a video game one, but it's about the way the game in the universe was. It
mhm.
was made to strengthen your bond from mother to son. So that was like the gimmick. So
Oh,
the
I
mother and
think I
son get
know what you're
isekai into the
talking
game.
about. It's
Yeah,
creepy as
it's like
fuck.
episode one. It's like mom's covered in slime, slipping on the sun, and it's like a whole thing. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about 'cause I think I did like know how usually when the new season starts, I'll watch like one or two episodes of everything. I watched episode 1 of that. I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
am
alright,
I?
turn this shit off.
And I was like, am I? Is something wrong with me? And this is what people like now, or is, like, did my sensibilities fucking change? What the fuck?
I was looking at all like, bro, it's
Dude,
too
there was
much.
like one where like isekai vending machine. I was like, bro, I can't.
I jokingly forced my wife to watch like 5 minutes of that. That show's not get better. It's really like I thought it was like, you know, he's a vending machine, which he is, but like he, I don't know, becomes broken somehow. But like it's not. He's literally a vending machine and can't do anything. He can't even talk. The way he communicates is by like using his pre-made like good afternoon, and like they just interpret that as like yes or no. Like he literally can't do anything. I'm like, yo, why am I like, why would I watch that? And it's funny, but like seriously, like what is like the appeal? Like he can't do anything.
Yeah, it makes less sense than the one where like the main guy, right? He reincarnated as a sword, and then when he got pretty much he's used by some kind of black-haired cat girl. At least he could talk to her telepathically and other people telepathically, right? So that makes at least a little bit of sense. But this vending machine thing, I was like, dude,
Like, he literally can't do. Like he's literally a vending machine. Like that's all he can do, which is ridiculous. Like it's so stupid.
Oh, how
And,
about this? What's a show
yeah.
that you can't watch because the main character is like too trash?
Oh, honestly, Bleach was almost like that for me. But
Really? You thought Ichigo was too trash?
sometimes like it's more towards like the later end of the series when he starts fighting like some like really high end opponents. Like the problem with like Ichigo is like as opposed to like Luffy and other characters like Naruto, like their powers stack on each other. Like goes gear 1 through 5, and they all kind of like play on each other more or less. Naruto's got like Sage Mode, Rasengan times 10, Wind Shuriken style. Ichigo was like all of his powers don't work together. They're just different powers. So if he doesn't have a power that can overcome the opponent, he's just gonna lose. Like there's nothing he can do to like mix up powers. He can't like Super Saiyan God Kaioken times 20. It's either Super Saiyan God, Kaioken, or times 20. And seeing him get mollywops over and over and over, especially after he gets a new power and that specific power isn't strong enough and no other form is strong enough, he just loses.
Dude.
And we watched like a whole 30 episode arc for him to get to that point, so I'm like, why, bro?
Yeah, it feels like I think it's like the same kind of thing where like sometimes the author, right, just hates their main character so much that they make everyone else really cool, and they forget like, oh yeah, I forgot I have to deal with the main character. Fuck.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, like that was the issue. It's like everyone felt forgotten about. Like Chad.
Oh
like
yeah.
Chad was cool at the beginning.
They did
fell
him
off.
dirty.
Cool when he got the arm, fell off. Cool when he got his other arm, and then fell off. And those were like seasons in between.
No. The fall off, right? It's like immediately after he gets the ability, he fights one dude,
he just falls
wins,
off.
and then he gets immediately just disrespected the next episode.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, we just like it's. I want to see my characters win. Like and not just for one fight. Like I want to see them succeed. Like, yeah, like the writing for that show is always it's like they're good. Like Renji, right? Like he was so cool in the beginning. Like he showed up, had his like chain sword shit, and I was like, yo, this character's tight. He's like fucking up Ichigo, and then like he uses a pushover the entire show. And then like I don't even remember, like he got his Bankai, and I think immediately after that, like it still didn't really do anything because it's the same ability.
Yeah, Byakuya fucked his ass up. He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
I trained for with my was a Bankai for 1,000 years. You just got yours, bitch. Get the fuck out of my face, and he just destroyed him.
Yeah, I was like, we just watched, like we watched Renji get like just clown. He got the Yabchin treatment forever, and then like we finally see him get like this goat, like this move, and we're like, oh my god, and then he gets like, immediately whopped. It's like, dude, it's just hard to watch.
Yeah, I would say like was a comic that does it pretty good. Honestly, is like where their whole cast, even the weak ones, right, have some moments of shine. I think it's just honestly One Piece and probably Fairy Tail. Those two, they just give time for everyone in their group to shine. Because even
I agree.
A good example of a main character get his ass beat is I'm pretty sure anyone who ever listens to this yapping session will understand. In JJK, the main character,
Oh, usually, yeah, JJK does it right. Like everyone feels like they're at the appropriate power
No,
level.
except the main character, because the main character, everyone got some other stuff. Main character only punches you. If
That's true. Like because I think the only thing he kind of got was like he had like that reverberation technique, but that was like a faulty technique, and that's how that happened to turn out. But it wasn't really a move.
yes, and you kind of find out because I think the author was saying that the author's self-insert is Sukuna. The the author has some kind of like weird relationship with his brother who he thinks is like just better than him, and Yuji is based off of his older brother. So I was like, oh, no wonder Sukuna is beating the living tar out of Yuji. In his like self-insert, he wants to beat the tar out of his brother. I'm like, bro, what?
I also feel bad for Megumi. Like I feel like
He's potential,
he's a
man.
really strong. Yeah, he's a really strong character, but like either he's getting matched up with awful opponents, or opponents like way too strong, or like he just doesn't tap into his. He's like too. He's like a regular person. Like he thinks like, oh, this is a bit risky. Let me not fight this, or like let me not crash out.
Yeah,
But
no,
because
they
he
called him
holds himself
potential,
back,
man.
yeah,
All
yeah.
this potential, he never used any of it.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like it's just hard because like Yuji goes all in, right? Like that's like his thing. He's like, look, or not like his thing, but like Yuji knows like, hey, it's either do or die. Like I'm fighting scrap. Make
Hmm.
me like, I don't necessarily want to die. I'm gonna hold back a little bit so I like don't overinvest in this fight.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Like
his one move that
holds
he
it
always
back.
wants to use, like, oh, Mahogoda, I'm gonna
Yeah, it's
essentially
like
die. Mahogoda, I'm like, bro.
it's funny because like I watched like a compilation of him about to do it up until he actually does it later on. But he was about to use it on like all kinds of trash. I'm like, bro, you're about to release Magaraga, like based on these enemies, bro. Like, relax.
Yeah, like every time life gets hard, it's like, nope, I guess it's time to die.
I'm like, knowing what we know now, I'm like, bro, that is like you're on death's door, and even then, maybe. Yeah,
I
like
mean, technically, the person who got treated pretty like poorly by the author is Nobara. Like, she was like putting in work, right,
she
doing
was good. She
business.
was really strong.
Uh,
Yeah.
and I honestly I think the author wrote her out of the series because he didn't know how to like make her power stronger. Honestly,
Yeah, it was kind of cut and dry. It's kind of like either it can defeat the enemy or it can't.
a good example of the author writing out someone because he just doesn't know what to do is in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part or Golden Wind. Remember the guy who has like the poison virus thing? Fugo, I
Oh,
think.
like the cricket thing. Like if you jump from a distance or something, like
No, no,
you
no, no, no.
disintegrate.
He's the one with the. He's like he's short tempered.
You're talking about the guy who has like his knuckles were like poison
Yeah, yeah,
caps
him.
and stuff. Yeah, yeah, I remember him. Yeah,
He
he said, "You want to join us?" No, he
Yeah,
left.
the reason why the author later on said is like the reason why I did that is because I did not know how he could fight the final boss or be in that arena without instantly winning and killing the boss, right? So I had to write him out of the series. Later on in the light novel, some fans they wrote like a fan kind of like episode of like what he could do in a fight, and the author he liked it so much he put it in the actual like official work.
It's funny.
Yeah, because the author's like, I don't fucking know what to do with him, bro. The author didn't understand Diablo's power. He's like, bro, I thought I understood, and all the readers are like, nah, that's not how that works. And he's like, oh shit, I don't know then.
Yeah. All right. You may have got me. Okay. Um. Yeah, that was like that show. Yeah, that show's a bit tough because I'm like, technically anyone can win any fight if
Yeah.
they do enough things. So it's kind of hard to like. It's kind of hard to write that where it's like it's literally just based on Ex Machina being like who's got the most bullshit going on.
I just like the when the Naranja fight, where like the guy with the little toy airplane, right? Usually
Oh, right.
the series is written from the perspective of the main character figuring out what the bad guy's abilities are. But his fight, it was a bad guy's perspective figuring out, dude, what in the fuck is this dude using on me? How's he finding me and shit? I was like, dude, I like that.
Now, one of my favorite jokes. I really enjoyed the fact that they gave one of the strongest stands, like one of the dumbest characters. It's like they gave the homie the hand,
Oh
and the hand
yeah.
is arguably probably the strongest, one of the strongest hands in the whole show. Like it can just completely wipe something out of existence. Like that's what it does. And like if almost any other character had that ability, it'd be a wrap for like the entire show. Like it's like
Yeah.
you can't block it, you can't fight it, you can't run away from it. Like the cat that was blowing bubbles and like that would like make you explode basically.
Mhm.
He just wiped it out. Like he just wiped the bubble away.
Yeah, just
I'm
think
like,
of it
that's
if like
crazy.
in part three, if Joseph, the old man Joseph had that ability, he would just he would probably solo Dio. He's like, oh Dio, you can stop time. I'm just gonna just do some bullshit and just like carve out your time. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, bro. Also, yeah, Diabolo. I'm like, so you tell me not only can you stop time, he can take it back 5 seconds and also delete that time. Like, it's like, what? Oh,
Dude.
also, Bucciarati.
Uh,
I do. I really like that character a lot. Also, what the fuck was going on in the like last 6 episodes with him? I'm like, is he a zombie? Is he a ghost? Is he dead? Like, what is going on?
Dude, I honestly I think he was like essentially like where he was essentially a zombie, right? And
Yeah,
his
I think he was like
inside,
a ghoul or
yeah,
something.
and he was just like somehow like he doesn't understand why he's still moving around, and he's like, fuck it, well
We
we
don't know
ball.
either.
I was like, we ball, bro.
Yeah, and I'm like, he was still putting in all kinds of work. And I'm like, bro, honestly, I think in Diamonds Unbreakable, they introduced so many concepts that like were maybe implied up until that point, but like just weren't. Like ghosts, aliens, just
Mhm.
anomalies. Like I was like, what is going? This they really popped off this season. Like the fact like the way they got rid of. I think the manga guy had like that thing that like monkey on your back stand thing that would like keep whispering to you till you go insane.
Oh yeah,
And he used like the just the sheer anomaly of you when you go down a corridor and turn around, you just get like taken to hell or something. I was like, what?
yeah. That whole see, I mean, that's why it's called Bizarre Adventure because it is fucking bizarre, and that's what makes it great.
Because sometimes you go like, you watch the show and like you're just so in the universe where you don't really question a lot of things, but then you get to some parts where it's like the alien turned into tennis shoes on the guy's feet. He's walking. He hears an ambulance. The ambulance's frequency of the noise makes him wig out, and now this guy's tennis shoes is like sweating, and it is like a whole thing. And I'm like, what am I watching right
No,
now?
dude, you remember the one where like they were playing like what's a rock paper scissors and they were like flying into the sky, rock paper scissoring. You know, I'm like, what am I watching right now?
Like Josuke almost got killed by a gun that was folded into a piece of paper. It's like, what?
I mean, someone got murdered in part was in Golden Wind, right? That one fat dude in prison, right? Giorno turned his banana into a gun, so when he tried to eat the banana, he just shot
Yeah,
himself. He's like, what?
like if there was like cause of death tombstones and like the tombstone just kind of wrote like what happened to the character as he died, like they'd be like paragraphs long, being like, what happened to him? Um, oh shit. Like also Mista, I'm pretty sure he died like 8 times in that show, and he just never died. Like I
Yeah,
don't know what was going on.
he got
Like he
shot in
became
the
shot
head.
like
Yeah.
like 3 times. I'm like, I did not understand. I'm like, because first I was like, it's his stand ability, but no, his stand ability is very clear. It's just ricochet bullets. That's all it does. So I'm like, how the fuck is he surviving like this?
Bro, it
That shit
just,
was so strange.
I mean, but the peak of was a Golden Wind is, you know, that 7 page or in the, I think in the comic it was 7 pages of him doing the muda 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 on that one.
Oh,
Yeah, dude.
like cricket dude. Yeah.
That. Ugh.
Also, what's funny is like sometimes like the most random side characters be like the biggest issues, like, and they have like no backstory, like because like the for the cricket dude, like his right hand man, like the guy who can like dig inside the ground, basically he can swim
Oh,
in
yeah,
the ground.
yeah, he's strong as
He was an
hell.
issue. He was strong as fuck, and he was like a huge issue. And I was like, yo, who is like? We just thought he was like a creepy side character, but he was like a threat. And I was like, what the heck?
I mean, technically, in part of Stone Ocean, right? The main bad guy, the preacher, he was doing
Yeah.
very good until like remember the one person who fucked him over at the very end was the kid. The kid
Oh, the
using the
baseball
stand,
fist.
yeah, the kid using the stand of his brother or something like that. So he's like,
Yeah,
what the?
Weatherman.
He's like, what the fuck? Like, I
He's
get
like,
it.
I'm all the fucking losers to lose to.
I mean, it happened in
was-
Diamonds Unbreakable. Remember the kid, right, with Echoes? He fucked over was it the Killer Queen, and he's like, "You stupid ass kid!" Then he gets ran over by a ambulance.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be pissed. Like, honestly, getting beat by anyone in that universe must be really frustrating. I'm like, so because also like trying to figure out who you're fighting. Like, I think the whole like, oh my god, it's a stand attack. Like that meme is so funny because even like Naranja or whatever, like the airplane dude, like he got in a situation where like his tongue was being controlled by a stand, and also like some guy could put sharks in the water in any body of water.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what? I'm like, how do you even explain how you're being attacked and how to stop it? Because I don't. Oh, that shit is so funny.
Or remember that one, the guy whose stand activates after he dies, right? He just walked up on Mista.
Yeah,
Mista's
I'm
like,
like,
I'm gonna just shoot you, man. That's why I love Mista's ability, because his is just like, I'm gonna just shoot you. Like, what the
yeah, he
fuck?
just starts. He's like, I'm here to take you out.
And then I started
Uh,
blasting.
that show is so funny. Like, it's like so unbelievable. Like, I think the first JoJo moment where I was like, "What is this show?" was like the orangutan ship. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I think that was the first time where I was like, "You're telling, like, hold on." So you tell me this entire ship is a stand, and not only is this a stand, but the orangutan is this is his stand, and this orangutan was hired by Dio. Like, huh?
dude. Whenever you get the chance, I'm not sure if you watched it already, but like the original OVA of like, I think Jotaro versus the guy who uses the water right in the desert.
Yeah, yeah.
That fight in the original OVA I think looked really cool, right? And that's what got me into like JoJo, like besides the fighting game.
Oh, speaking of, what was it? The deal with like the Firebird. I forgot his name. Abdul.
Yeah, Abdul, yeah.
Yeah, like it's funny because like he died before, and where everyone was like, "Oh shit, he's dead." He just came back later, being like, "Oh yeah, I'm my dad." Just kidding, it's me. And we're like, "Okay," and then like later on, like he dies again, and
Yeah,
everyone's
he
like,
dies
"Okay, he's fine."
worse.
Like, yeah, and then we're all just like, "That's fine, he'll be back." And then like he's just dead. And we're like, "Oh, he died for real."
Bro, you know, I know a little sneak peek of what actually happened. Apparently, when they killed him off, right, he was supposed to be dead, but his popularity in the comic was really high, right? So
Oh,
they
yeah.
brought him back, right? But the author was like, "You do know I'm gonna kill him, right?" I was like,
He know he has to die for the story. Like all jokes aside, so I'm actually gonna kill him.
yeah, he died. That was a lot worse than just dying from the shot. I think that's a nicer death. No, they Vanilla Ice smashed his body and sent it to like somewhere else. Only his arms were there. Then he got his arms and sent it somewhere else too. I was like, what the like, damn.
I was like, that's a terrible death. Yeah, I kind of wish he died the first time.
Yeah, or what they did to Iggy. He got messed up.
That's true. Well, he was fighting Pet Shop, right? I think.
No, it was when he also fought Vanilla Ice. Remember, it was Vanilla
Oh
Ice
yeah,
got mad,
it was
fought.
on the riff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that he tried to do
Also,
something.
also in hindsight, it's funny how much fucking around Dio was doing in the beginning when they didn't know his power was. Like Polnareff walking up the stairs.
Oh,
and
that
then,
he
like
grabbed him
he
and
froze time, picked him up, put him back down on the stairs, and walked back up the stairs and did it like 5 times. And then like going up into the casket, he killed his henchman and put him in the casket just for them to figure out like what the fuck. Like he's just fucking her.
And not only that, right? But like, if you think about it, right? Like, Joe Tuttle, like afterwards, right? Like, okay, Joseph was able to live to old age to the point where he got dementia.
Yeah.
Joe Tuttle just became a shitty dad. Polnareff got
And a marine biologist.
yeah, Polnareff got absolutely messed up. He went to search for Diablo. Diablo just destroyed his leg and took his eye and all that, right? Then later on, killed him, and then now his soul is inside a turtle. I'm like, he is not having a good life, bro.
Yeah, like being fated to have a stand is like that's probably one of the worst like things that can happen to you. Because I'm like, there's no telling how you're gonna go out. Like you can be drowned, you can be turned to a cupcake, and you can be, blown into the moon. Who knows?
Yeah, it could be blown to the moon and you stop thinking because of it. Like
Also,
cars.
And some stands are just absolutely like out of control. Like first of all, like how Weatherman could like make people hallucinate to think that they're becoming snails, so that they become snails. Like they actually, I'm like what? And then who else? Then the fairy tale dude, where like he was like one of the hitmen hired to kill the main cast. But like I was like, how did we even fight? Like huh? Like you're telling, huh? Like you're telling me I'm the wolf in this story and I get killed by the lumberjack, but it's because it's a story, it's inevitable. Like what are we talking about right now? Like what are we fighting?
Which means there's like, was it I forgot one of the bad guys in the newer series, like JoJo Lands or something like that, right? I think one of his, I think it's like something mystery, was it like Mystery of Q or I forgot the hell his name. No,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wonder of You. Remember?
Yeah, the calamity, dude.
Yeah, it's like
That's not
how the hell
yeah.
can you fight that?
You don't. Like, I don't know. Even the manga dude was kind of on something where I'm like, so you're telling me you can just like write that like, I can't. I never learned how to speak, and I just can't speak. Like that's ridiculous. What?
Yeah, the only thing that helps is the fact that he's a good guy. If he was a bad guy, he, he would be a problem too. Like, and he thinks you would never know who's doing it because he would just go to you, make erase your memory, and do things to you, and you just be like, I guess I
That's
have
what
to
I'm
take it.
saying. I'm like, yo, I would never want to be a stand user if these are the kind of people I have to deal with, bro. This is ridiculous. Um, and also like you, no matter how experienced you are as a stand user, I'm like, it can literally be anybody to take you out because you don't even know what they're doing. Like and there's some stands that don't even make sense. Like there's some stands that are like completely like separate from their user. Like in the prison scene
Oh,
that went on way too long. But like there's like that one stand that like it in the if you're stepping on water, it can kind of just increase like your anger levels over time until everyone becomes like a riot. I'm like, what a very hyper specific stand with like
but the thing, what makes it crazier is the fact that they have a hyper-specific stand. How the hell do you learn how to use it? Like,
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if someone told me like that's what it, or, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no instruction guide. You just have a stand, and you're just kind of like, I don't know what this does.
or it's like, oh yeah, your stand is able to make people have peanut allergies, right? And the thing is, right, people in JoJo, right, that'll be the most deadly user. Be like, I use peanut butter and jelly. When I use peanut butter and jelly, say the scratchiness of your throat becomes really bad, and if you look at me for like 30 minutes, then you go into anaphylactic shock. You're like, what the fuck?
Also, like some stands are like, I think one of the stands that threw me for a loop was like it was the dragon compass one, like the feng shui one.
Oh,
But the
yeah.
stand was like, yeah, that's what we need sheets. But it was this is my last point before I get off. But it's like the feng shui dragon one, where if you stand at a certain angle, he's like a critical hit every time.
Oh, yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was just wild.
All right, I'll see you later.
Oh, I'll see you later, man. Take care.